Hey guys, what is up? GoldGlove here, and this is actually a discussion video about The Last of Us. It is a game that just came out for the PS3 not too long ago, and I did complete it. If you guys want to go check out the walkthrough, or if you do not want this game spoiled for you, please do not watch this video. If you guys want to go check out my walkthrough or my Let's Play of the game, the link will be down below in the description. But this video will contain spoilers and key story points of The Last of Us, so please watch at your own risk, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are in this stream, hopefully you guys are reading the title. We're going to be talking about The Last of Us, and if you don't want the game spoiled for you, I would not watch this stream. I know a lot of people haven't played it or beat it yet, or at least gotten through an entire Let's Play of it. I've actually beaten it, even though I haven't even uploaded my complete Let's Play of it yet. I'm still... How many episodes are up? 32 out of 40?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So it should be wrapped up in the next week or so, but I'm just saying you don't have to. Obviously, you can be in the stream if you want, and if you don't care about spoilers, then by any means or by all means stay in here. I'm just warning you guys. Okay, how much of the multiplayer have you played? I saw you uploading videos.
I played?
Yeah.
I've played a lot of the multiplayer.
Dude, the multiplayer is fucking sick.
Isn't it so much fun?
It's so much fun. Like,
it's
I've been wanting to...
Good.
I legitimately... Like, okay, at first, you know how they have, like, the more you play, the more supplies you earn, the more survivors you get?
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was, like, real survivors. Like, you could build... Like, you build a clan in the game, but I didn't realize it was, like... fake, like it was just in the game.
It's kind of like just like a little mini game to keep you going.
Right. And I was like, oh shit, I can invite all my viewers and we can be this giant The Last of Us clan. I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
If only that'd have been the coolest part, for
Yeah,
hands
that'd be
down.
sick. Did you go fireflies or hunters?
I think I went hunters because I feel like everyone would go fireflies.
Yeah, I went fireflies.
Yeah, I feel like everyone would. So I was like, no, I'll be a hunter. So wait, because I'm a hunter, does that mean you and I cannot ever play on the same team?
No, we can.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
just be a hunter when I play. If you're the leader, or if I'm the leader, you'll be a firefly.
Oh, okay, that's how they do that. Okay, I was worried because I was like, now wait a minute, if I pick one, does that mean I never get to fucking play with?
Yeah, and every 12 weeks you get to pick. You can pick like hunters or fireflies again, because every game counts as a day. So 12 weeks it resets, and you can start all over on a different faction.
All right, not bad. I apparently, like, okay, so after each game, you get like a it's like I don't know, it has like a supply requirement, right? Like you have to reach this number.
Kind of like a quota.
Yeah, what happens if you don't reach that?
People get sick, people get hungry, and people die.
Oh shit. Well, my people are sick and hungry and are probably gonna die because I didn't reach my quota. I just got offline.
Yeah, and there's also like these little things where there'll be raiders coming into your encampment, or you have to go search for supplies, and you have to do like challenges, like get so many downs with certain weapon, get a certain amount of kills. Oh, okay. Stuff like that.
That's pretty cool. All right, stream. So as you guys can see by the title, we're gonna be talking about The Last of Us. So if you have not played The Last of Us, or you don't want it to be spoiled for you in any way, then I probably wouldn't watch this stream. I might do a normal stream later tonight, but I'm not sure. I got a lot of things going on. But I did want to just sit down and talk to not only you guys, but to Bunny, and just kind of talk about The Last of Us and what you guys thought about it. And just, I don't know, it was a fucking awesome game. And I love talking about games with compelling storylines such as The Last of Us. So, you know, I just want to talk about it. But like I said, if you don't want any of the games spoiled for you, because we're probably going to talk about everything that happens. And so leave now, just in case you do not want to hear anything that would potentially ruin it for you. So do you want to just start at the beginning?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so how'd you feel about the... Okay, first off, what'd you think about the game?
I thought it was just absolutely perfect.
Yeah?
Like, I've never played a game that affected me, like, emotionally like that game did. Like, it just did things to me.
Now, I don't know, because there's two games that off the top of my head, I can think of emotional. Well, three games, actually. The Walking Dead. I feel like The Walking Dead was almost...
You know, I totally forgot about that game. Yeah, you're really
in terms of feels, man, I think The Walking Dead ending was definitely worse than The Last of Us, but there are certain parts in The Last of Us that got me too. Yeah. And then I don't know, BioShock. I don't know. I wouldn't say BioShock got me like the feels, but it was still, I still think
that
BioShock
kind of
was
got
up
you
there.
thinking. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, BioShock just made you think a lot.
But I still, to this day, the saddest scene in any game ever for me is Gears of War 3 when Dom dies. So
Yeah.
when Dom dies in Gears of War 3, that's probably like I legitimately like started crying. Like that was probably
Yeah.
the most feels I've ever had. And like I was like, holy shit, you just did this to me, because I didn't see it coming at all. Like I had no
Yeah.
idea. And they fucking threw that at me, and I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this, man. This just rip me apart. So that
Yeah,
sucked. Spoiler alert: if you've never played Gears 3, I'm sorry. But yeah, that one ruined it. But okay, so one of the scenes in this game, and it's, I mean, the beginning, boom, starts off. His fucking daughter just gets killed.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, let's start it off like that. Let's just fucking throw that our way. So that was pretty insane. I don't know. Did that like, was that emotional for you at all, or did it?
Extremely. I've beaten the game 3 times, and every time it still affects me. Like, not as much as the first time, but it's still just like such a heartbreaking scene. It's ridiculous.
See, but the reason it wasn't that sad for me is because I knew something was gonna happen to her. Just because, I mean, she's not like, something's gonna happen to her.
I knew it was gonna happen, but it was just the fact that,
the way it happened, though. Yeah.
Yeah, the way it happened and the way it was delivered was just, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was just sad to see Joel, like, and it's funny, or I mean, I guess it's not funny, but that is the reason Joel becomes who he is in the entire game. Like, Joel is actually like a heartless fucking asshole the entire game. He really is. Like, you can tell. The entire game, I was actually upset that I was playing as Joel, because I was like, why are you being such a fucking dick to Ellie? Like, how can you be like this to this sweet girl who only wants to just, like, I don't know, get to know you, Joel? You're such a prick. And it's like, by the end of the game, you can see him. I mean, that's what I loved about Joel, is he's such a dynamic character. By the end of the game, you could see how much he changed. I mean, yes, Joel is a badass, but it doesn't mean he's not he's a heartless asshole, because he was almost the entire game.
Yeah, it's only about like halfway where the relationship starts.
No, not even halfway.
Actually, no, it's a lot later than halfway.
It's almost the end of the game you know the turning point where they're running through the forest. I think it's right after winter. It's right after winter, and they're running through the forest, and he goes, "Oh, did I ever tell you that Sarah and I used to go on hikes like this?" Like, that was the first time where I was like, "Holy shit, Joel's actually trying to like get over it." And
that's like literally the end.
I know, that's what it. Well, no, that's not the end, is it?
Yeah, that's that's when you're playing as Ellie and you're going back to Tommy's place.
Maybe you're right. Maybe that is the end.
I think the turning point was more when she ran away on the horse, and they had that conversation in the bedroom.
Fuck that! Don't even. That was the saddest part of the game right there.
I teared up when I saw that.
Oh yeah, no. If you watch my Let's Play, that episode got uploaded today. You can see me. I literally have to wipe tears away from my eyes. That
like,
scene
after when he decided to take her for self.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
He's kind of gaining a new daughter.
That's right.
Mind.
It's at the universities when shit changes. They're like coming up on the university and they're talking about football. That was right. Yeah, that was like the first time where you see Joel actually like change his. I don't know. He just changed right there, and that's what I liked about Joel. He was super dynamic, because at the beginning it was almost hard to pull for him. Like, you were this character, but it's not like you wanted It's not like you really cared about him, or like you wanted to be him. But by the end of the game, I mean, you could all the feels, man, all those fucking feels. The giraffe part was an insane, like, that was such a beautiful part in the game. Cool. The giraffe part was one of my favorites. I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, when has there ever been like a scene like that in a game? I don't remember ever having a scene like that, or being able to play something like that. But yeah, definitely the scene where it's Joel and Ellie in the bedroom and they're arguing, and he goes, you're sure as hell not my daughter, and I'm definitely not your father. Yeah. I was just like, oh man, no. Like, fucking, it was actually what Ellie said that got me. It was like, what'd she say? She's like, oh, I've lost everyone, or everyone that I've ever known has left me. And she goes, except for you asshole, and she shoves him, and I was like, oh, motherfucker. My eyes started watering up, and I'm like, no, man, stop cutting onions, bro. You can't do that. So I felt for Ellie there, and I was like, God, Joel, you're such a fucking prick.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Ellie though, as like an AI, like as a partner? I mean, yeah, you do play as her, kind of a lot more than I expected, actually. But
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about her as a character?
I thought she was a great character to play as, and just as a great companion.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it BioShock kind of set the bar for like companions in games that actually do things.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
really glad that in Last of Us, Ellie wasn't made out to be a little helpless little girl. She was a
I
badass.
mean, she was mostly a badass. I think they kind of balanced it out because there was a few moments where she was very helpless, especially like water scenes. Like
Yeah,
she was fucking useless.
that's
Like you
kind of
can't.
how they balanced it. That was a
Yeah,
really good balance, in my opinion.
yeah, but I mean, she held her own. I mean, that like, and the first time you see that is that sniper scene where she's like, where Joel just gives, or no, where she fucking saves Joel with a pistol.
Yeah,
You know, against that guy the guy that's holding Joel underwater. Like that was the first time I was like, oh my god, Ellie, you're a badass. Like I completely forgot about that scene until just now, but
yeah.
that was where I was like, yeah, I fucking love Ellie. She's amazing. But yeah, yeah, she wasn't just an AI. She was actually like she was pretty much another main character. Like her and Joel were, you know, main characters.
Yeah.
But then when winter hits and you actually control Ellie completely, did you feel like I don't know? I felt it was more satisfying to get kills as Ellie than it was as Joel, hands down.
Especially stealth kills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because you can't like fist fight anyone,
Right, because you're a
you
weak
just
little
get
girl.
taken down instantly.
Yeah. So you have to be super stealthy. Like I don't know, how did you play that? Did you play that super stealthy when you were Ellie, or did you kind of yeah?
Yeah,
That
I
was.
played it
I mean,
stealthy.
you know me. I'm not very good with stealth games, but
Yeah.
I had my. I felt like in this game I actually did a pretty good job because it puts you in a setting that is so tense that's almost like you want to be stealthy. You're like, holy fuck, I don't want to see Ellie die. Like I didn't want to
Yeah.
see Ellie get killed or shot or like, because that just fucked with me. Like I wanted this girl to survive. So like I was being so cautious and like watching shit, and those the knife kills that you can get with Ellie are so brutal.
Yeah.
You know?
She just jumps on their neck.
She
It's
jumps
crazy.
Yeah, and there's a different animation for each one. Like sometimes if you attack them from the front and you do a stealth kill, like you just jump up and start slicing their neck. You do it from
Yeah.
behind. She does everything differently. Like I don't know, man. When I was playing as Ellie, I actually had more fun playing as Ellie, but I was more like helpless. Like I felt like I couldn't do anything,
Yeah.
which is
That's
good.
it.
Like that was the point of it, you know?
Yeah, that was definitely like literally my favorite part of the game is playing as Ellie, just because, like half of that, pretty much the entire session of playing as Ellie, I don't think I breathed once just because of how
Right?
intense it was from
Holy
beginning to end.
shit! Especially when you're in that crazy fucking town. And
Oh,
with that
yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
So okay, let's go back towards the beginning. I'm trying to think of like what scenes were really important. What happened in?
When Tess died?
So yeah, Tess died. Holy shit. Well, see, but everyone knew that Tess was gonna die or something was gonna happen to Tess because
Yeah.
she's not on the cover. You don't hear anything. You never heard anything about her. You know, stuff like
I
that.
actually don't remember hearing about Tess until like a couple weeks before the game.
I
Like,
didn't hear anything about her until
she
I
never
played
showed
the
up
game.
in trailers until like really like right before the game came out. I think she was
Yeah.
like a new character from or something like that. I don't know.
I think they just kind of wanted to keep her. I don't know, because I think her death was kind of the big, like that was like the first what the fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
other than his daughter, obviously, but you know, like, how do you feel about their relationship, Tess and Joel? Because I feel like Tess, like they had something, but they kind of didn't because I don't know. Joel was kind of
so
ruined. Yeah,
emotionless.
yeah, he had no
I don't
emotion.
think a lot of people think that they actually kind of had a relationship.
I think
but
they were
think
together
Joel
in some
wasn't-
sense.
Maybe, but I don't think Joel was physically and emotionally capable of actually having
Yeah,
a
that's true.
relationship at that point in his life.
That's true.
Like they had a very professional kind of businesswoman and businessman relationship between them.
I mean, yeah, and I don't know, when she got bit and she was like, no, this is it, they didn't even seem to have like an emotional moment. Like
Yeah.
you've and I feel like that was like the perfect example of just how fucking like shitty of a person Joel was. Like or like at that time how he was so emotionless
Yeah.
because he didn't even like hug her or say goodbye or anything. They were just fucking angry at each other, you know?
Yeah.
And that's crazy. So what else? Then you have Henry and Sam. Holy shit.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I knew they were gonna leave us, or they were gonna somehow I don't know, become traitors or something. They were gonna give us up or something like that.
Yeah.
But I did not expect. I kind of expected the thing that or you know when Sam got bit and
Yeah.
like whatever. I expected that from him. I did, but I did not expect what Henry did. I did not
Yeah.
expect Henry to just fucking
That
kill himself.
totally caught me blind on that one. That
That
was
was it
ridiculous.
happened all so fast. Like the scene was over, and all of a sudden it went on to what was it, spring or something next? I don't remember what it
Yeah.
went to.
I think it was.
It was
I think it was fall.
you were about to go to the dam and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
it was just before that, before you met up with your brother. Yeah, I was still fucking like shocked
Uh-huh.
as it's going into the next scene and like talking. I'm just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, seriously. I had no time to catch up. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was holy shit. I was I was at a loss for words there. I just couldn't do anything. So that was pretty fucking crazy.
And the game made you like those two characters so fast because you're only with them for like maybe 30 minutes of the game in total.
I don't know if I liked them, to be honest. I didn't really have any. I did towards the beginning, but then when they ditch you,
Yeah,
that
was pretty
scene, I
shitty.
instantly was like, wow, fuck these guys. Like, are you kidding me? If
Yeah.
it wasn't for us, me and Ellie, or Joel and Ellie, there wouldn't be where they are right now. Like,
This is true.
and they just fucking ditch. And then they, and then the water scene where he falls down and apparently Henry saves them or whatever. I don't even know, obviously you don't know. But you just kind of have to, oh, well, I guess I trust him again.
Yeah.
But Exploding Nova, you're a fucking idiot. Do you read? It says The Last of Us discussion. I'm not playing anything. Don't be a moron, bro. Damn.
Chill out, bro.
I'm not gonna play any games in the stream. We're just talking about it. That's the whole point of it. You gotta read titles, man. Oh, man. Oh, bro. Okay, what else?
Bill. I'm going to
Bill,
Bill's town.
okay, yeah, Bill. Bill was fucking I loved Bill.
Yeah,
I thought
he was
Bill
a
was
great character.
hilarious.
I'm
I
really
mean-
glad they did not kill him off.
Yeah. Well, you then every time I think of Bill, I just think of his partner and the note I found, and then
Yeah.
did you make Bill read the note?
The second time I did, yeah.
Oh my god, I did it the first time, and I was just like, he's just like, well, fuck you too, asshole. Oh yeah, fuck you. It's such a good scene. It's fucking awesome, but it's like you almost feel you at that point you're like, holy shit, like Bill had tons of feelings for his partner, like even, and it's just that was such a heavy scene right there. You're just like, okay, Bill, I understand why you are how you are.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man. But that was a good scene. I really did like Bill. It kind of goes to show just how much of a dick Joel was before too, because
Yeah.
like I feel like how Bill was that entire time. I feel like Joel was the exact same way.
Yeah, you're
before-
kind of finding Bill like at Joel's turning point, like so you get kind of like a mirror image of what
Yeah.
Joel used to be
Yeah.
and what he's turning into, kind of.
Yeah,
I
and
thought
it
that
will.
was pretty cool.
And the scene where the guy's obviously he's faking like he's hurt.
Yeah.
And Joel goes, "Oh yeah, I was one of those guys. Like that's
Yeah.
how I knew. I know.
Yeah.
I know exactly because I used to do this kind of shit. Like it's just crazy because it's a 20-year span between when Sarah dies and the beginning of the game, or when you actually start later on. So it's like what kind of shit did Joel do? I almost
seriously.
want a prequel, or that 20 years. I almost want to see what happens. Like
I
you
think
can
that's
play
what the
as Joel.
DLC is going to be.
Oh, that's going to be DLC. Okay,
They have a single player DLC announced, and they have like 3 multiplayer DLCs. And I'm just speculating,
wow.
but I think the single player DLC is going to be that 20 years maybe.
Well, if it is, that is something I definitely want to look at because I want to see just what kind of fucked up shit did
Yeah.
Joel and his crew do. I feel like they did some messed up stuff, and I kind of want to see because you just see the beginning and then you see boom, you're just put into the world, and it's almost towards the end of it, everything has just fucking happened. I kind of want to see what happened in that span of 20 years.
Yeah.
Not even just for Joel, but the entire world. I want to see it go into mayhem and kind of become what it became.
Yeah, and also give us a better background of why Joel, we know that his daughter died and that's why he's kind of emotionless, but it also give us a really good understanding of why he's just so dead inside.
Yeah. Well, so I'm trying to think. So I'm trying to go over all the characters. Tommy and his wife. Tommy's at his home, and then at the end of the game, they go there. Now, how did you feel about that ending?
I really thought it was great. I thought it was perfect. I don't know. I can't explain why I thought it was perfect. I just thought that it was a good ending to the game because everyone was expecting a really happy ending or a really sad ending, and this gave us kind of a very neutral thing to go off
Oh
of.
yeah, I'll be completely honest. I expected either Joel or Ellie to just fucking die, and I had to. I was like, I was ready. My body was ready to experience the feels, man. And I literally that scene where they're like up above the town and they're talking, and like the whole time I was like, this can't be the end of the game. There's no way something's gonna happen. Like I was super tense. I thought someone was gonna get shot. I was just fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
And then the game just ends and the credits roll, and I'm like, really? Like, wait, what? Like it was almost a twist for me because I actually expected something worse and it didn't come.
Yeah.
So I was like, I mean, the ending was kind of a cliffhanger but not really because Ellie. See, the thing is, at one point in the game, Joel goes, "Ellie, we can turn back now." Like I think it's around the giraffe scene. It's kind of somewhere in there.
Yeah.
He goes, "Ellie, you know, we can turn back now. You don't have to do this." And she just goes, "No, I want to do this." Like at that point, you know that Ellie is super selfless, and like she'll pretty much do anything to save someone else. Like she was ready to go because then she talks about, where's that point where she talks about that? It's at the very end of the game where she talks about her best friends dying, right?
Yeah, that's right before she asked Joel that question.
Okay, yeah,
She's
yeah.
lied.
Yeah, so, like, at that point, you're like, holy fuck. Ellie not only would have easily given herself up, but she kind of she was already ready for it. Like, she kind of wanted to go and be with her friend. And, so, like, and you know, she asks Joel that question, he just lies to her right there, and that's the fucking end of the game. But it's like, you can tell how much Joel loves that girl by the end of the game, just because he can't let her go. But it's almost the most selfish thing I've ever seen in video game history. Like you never see a character do that kind of stuff in a video game or even in movies.
Yeah, he put himself between like the entirety of humanity that wasn't infected.
Yeah,
because he gained a new daughter.
Yeah, it was just super selfish. Is what it was. It was completely 100% selfish, and I mean I think Ellie knew that he was lying. And
yeah,
that's obviously why she asked that question. But it's like, I don't know. You just never see something like that. Like it's always in the movies. The person's like, people always do the right thing. But in this, no, Joel completely did the wrong thing for a selfish reason. And it was just like,
it totally humanized the game.
Yeah, it made Joel. You're like, holy
what
shit.
People would do.
Exactly. You're like, holy shit. Joel is a human being. Like this is exactly what someone would do in his situation. I don't know, like a lot of people were complaining about the ending, but I actually thought it was a pretty good ending. Like
I thought it was really
good.
It
was not what I expected, and that's almost why I liked it more.
Yeah.
You know, if someone would have just died, I don't know if it would have been as good, to be honest.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as impactful because we would have all expected it.
Yeah, because I thought they were gonna go like the Red Dead Redemption, you know, with fucking John Marston and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I thought for sure they were just gonna. I was like, no, I was ready for that. I was completely ready for it, and it just didn't happen. So I'm glad
I was ready for him to get shot when he was carrying Ellie through the hospital.
Oh yeah, because oh my god, that scene, because you're so helpless, you can't attack anybody. All you can do is run, and you can see all the flashlights and the music.
Oh,
so, what did you think about the scene where he kills the leader of the Fireflies?
To be totally honest, I hated that bitch, and she deserved it.
See, the thing is, I think so. When they first kind of meet up, or you see her in the beginning in the game, but then you see her when they kind of capture Joel, and then she's like, "No, we have to do the surgery. It's for we have to sacrifice her." She is a super bitch in that scene. But did you get all the tape recorders and were you listening to it?
Yeah.
So you listen to her talking to Ellie's mother, and it's like you almost like once I listened to all those and I got towards the scene where you have Ellie in your arms and shit. I was almost like, no, I completely see her side of it, and she's right. She's completely right. She's not a bitch. She's doing what she needs to do to save humanity. Like, she doesn't want to do what she has to do, but she has to do it. And Ellie would want to do it too. And she even asked, she goes, Joel, what would Ellie want? You know, and and she's like, you know what she would want, Joel. And then then Joel's so selfish, he just fucking shoots her.
Yeah.
How did you kill the doctors? I heard there's multiple ways to kill them, or at least the doctor.
I just shot him, and then I shot the other one, and then I lit the last one on fire.
I didn't know you could like use your guns in that scene.
Yeah.
So you know how he has a little knife out? You can actually run up to him and Joel takes his fucking knife and you stab him right in like
Really,
the throat.
I never tried that.
Yeah, you just run up to him and you stab him right in the throat. And
Like,
so that's what
every
I
time
did.
I just did something different. Like I either lit them all on fire or did something weird.
Oh, so I stabbed him in the throat, and then I left the 2 nurses alive. I didn't even know you could kill them. I like ran up to him to kill them too, but it didn't do anything. So I don't know. But I thought that was a fucking, that entire scene where you're trying to get to that room and you know she's like, I held L2 or R2 and I'm like, holy shit, she's right there. Like I can see her through the room. I was like, I'm finally gonna fucking save her. And then when the whole scene unfolds, it's like, what are you doing, Joel? No, you can't do this, Joel. The whole time you're just like, no, this isn't right.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. That game just put me through so many emotional shit. Just
yeah, because you get to arguing with yourself because like you know how Joel feels and you can sympathize with him. And if you put yourself in that situation, you might even do the exact same thing, but you know everything you're doing is completely wrong.
Exactly. You know the right things to do, but it's not necessarily the things you want to do.
Yeah.
So okay. So what do you think about there being a sequel?
I think I was reading something about the director of the game not exactly wanting to do a direct sequel.
Yeah.
Maybe
stories of other people in the same world.
Yeah, exactly. But I can see a sequel being made, and I can see a sequel being just as good, with the right story arc and stuff like that. But I don't know.
I'm kind of
indifferent.
I know. I agree. I have mixed feelings about it because a part of me is so happy with the story as you know, as it is. Just boom, that The Last of Us, just done, finished.
Yeah.
What a fantastic game. Probably one of the best games I've ever played in my life. But it's like I still am craving for more. But that's what makes any good story. You always want to crave more, you know. It doesn't mean that they should make more. Because I don't want them to ruin it.
It'll be a couple of years from now. Like we won't see a sequel anytime soon.
It'll be next gen, all that. It'll, obviously, but
they'll save it and they'll do it right.
Yeah, but I'm just, I don't know. Like a part of me wants to see Ellie all grown up, like leading a squad. Like we get to play as Ellie, full, you know, full through the game.
That would be really great.
But then it's like, I don't know, because I'm gonna miss little Ellie. Like I know how she was. She's gonna be completely different when she's all grown up. Especially, but I kind of want to just see like what is she gonna think when she's older about the whole situation between her and Joel, and like her relationship between Joel and her. Like when she's older, maybe Joel has passed away, or maybe the game starts and Joel is about to die, and then Joel tells her the truth.
Yeah,
something like that. Like I don't know. Like I feel like she knows already, and that's why she asked. But they can go so many different directions. They could even do what you were saying, is they could branch off and go a completely different characters, like the same story at the same time in the same world.
Yeah,
you know, like
this
or a different character.
While Ellie and Joel were doing this.
Yeah, like so side by side. But like, there's different ways they could do it. They could do it in the future. They could, you know, you could, I don't know. You could maybe play as Joel again, but I feel like he's too old to kind of bring back into a sequel.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know.
I would totally just be fine with just being this game and not ever touching that story again, because I just don't want to see it ruined. I don't want to see anything happen to it to make it, you know, like it's to take away from its feels.
There's no way you could make The Last of Us as a movie, like as compelling and like
not at all.
As the video game, because the whole reason the game is so good is because you're playing as these characters, like because you get to play as Ellie and you get to feel how intense the specific situation is because you're in it and your actions are what you know make the game. So I really don't see how could they ever make that into a movie that is you know, as immersive as the game is. So
yeah, and a movie can show you a sad scene and make you cry, but this game makes you play through the sad scenes. It makes you feel everything that's going on.
Yeah, it's such a different medium. Like, video games, like a lot of people think, oh, you could easily make this game into a movie. It'd be so awesome. Look at the Resident Evil games versus the Resident Evil movies. The Resident Evil movies are fucking terrible. And recent Resident Evil games aren't very good in comparison to the previous ones, but like Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube, or you know when they remade it, the HD version for Xbox, that is hands down one of the fucking greatest Resident Evil games I love that game,
Yeah.
and there's no way you could make that into a good movie. There's just no way.
Nope.
No, that's why all video game movies, for the most part, fail. So
Yeah.
there's something else I want. I guess we can ask. Do any of the viewers have any questions that you wanna talk about, or if there's any topics regarding The Last of Us that you guys want to talk about? I'll probably upload this to my main channel just because I feel like a lot of people would be interested in listening to it all and kind of giving their opinions. But like, what were your guys' favorite scenes? What were your guys' least favorite scenes? Stuff like that.
Oh, Ellie killing David in the restaurant.
Oh yeah. Holy shit!
Which was one of the coolest kind of like boss sequences I've ever played.
I was terrified.
Yeah, it was the scariest thing I have ever played in a very long time.
Now, I don't know. I read somewhere that people got the vibe that David was not only like well, obviously a fucking psychopath and like a cannibal. Like they were obviously eating humans, but like
Yeah.
some people said that they almost got a rapey vibe from
I
from
definitely
David.
did.
I never got that.
She was the only female there. They were all males in that camp.
Well, I mean that. No, I don't. Is that true?
That's why yeah, that's why they were saying that she was so special.
Oh, okay. Maybe that is what they. I don't know. I didn't really get that feel. I just figured, okay, he's a fucking lunatic. He's gonna cut her up and eat her or something. Like I never got like a rapey vibe.
Yeah.
From it.
That's when she was at the end when she killed him and she was saying that like he tried to and they cut off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were kind of edging towards.
That's fucked up. I didn't know that makes it even worse for me. Jesus Christ, I hate that fucking David guy. See, okay, so when you first meet David and that guy, what did you think? Because the entire time I was like, do not trust him, do not trust him, do not trust him.
I totally had that vibe too, and then when he started talking about what happened at the university, I'm like, holy shit, this is full circle. This is insanity.
Well, I mean, even before that, so the scene, there was actually a part of that where I'm like, holy shit, maybe this guy is a good guy. I can actually trust him because he gives Ellie the rifle, and then he doesn't have a weapon, right? But he actually had a pistol the entire time,
and it didn't do anything about
it. And he didn't do anything to her. Like and I was like, okay, maybe he's not such a bad guy. Like, holy shit, you can trust him. But that was their way of making it so you did not see that ending coming.
Yeah.
Like with their little mini story.
So ridiculous.
Because you actually do end up trusting him a little bit once you guys like survive the little encounter there in that little town area. But it's like that guy was a fucking freak. Jesus Christ. And they like track her. When you're on that horse running from all them, I was scared shitless. When you're Ellie on the horse.
That was pretty intense. The people are jumping on the horse trying to take you down. That was crazy.
Yeah. And then they fucking shoot. They shoot Gallus.
I know.
I was
Do you
so
know who
sad.
voiced David?
No.
Nolan North, the guy that is Deadpool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
notice. He completely changed his voice for that role.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It was really cool to see the making of and watching him do that part. It was really cool.
That was
Nathan Drake.
Oh, he does Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. He's probably. That's weird that he went from Nathan Drake to that guy, and Nathan Drake is like that's crazy. That's cool though. Yeah, that boss fight. I mean, it's pretty much a boss fight inside that diner when it's on fire and you're playing as Ellie. You feel so fucking helpless. You're especially because there's glass everywhere, and if you touch any of the glass, he knows exactly where you are.
Yeah, it was the most frightening thing.
There was no. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, there's no bottles. There's no. I think at one time. Oh, that's another thing. I didn't. So the first couple times, I didn't expect like the fact that he could literally come up to Ellie, a child, which usually you don't have child deaths in video games. This one I have a fucking ton, but he would literally take his machete and fucking slice into her neck. Yeah. If he caught up to you, and all of a sudden he got up to me at one point, and I thought I could like maybe hit him and get away. Yeah. He just takes his fucking machete and sticks it right into her neck, and I'm just like. What the fuck? Holy shit! You just you can't do that to Ellie. What the? This is a video game.
I think that's the first video game that I've seen.
That I've seen
see a child death.
Yeah, I think it is too. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a child death in a video game before, and this one has fucking tons of them. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought it was against the law or something.
Yeah, because when you play like Fallout and like free roam games where they have children, you can't do anything to the children.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Naughty Dog just totally threw it out the window.
Yeah, they were like, nah, we're freaking she's gonna die a lot.
Yeah.
In fucked up ways. You know the scene where you're a sniper. So when you're a sniper and you're trying to protect all of them because they're down below, at one time I fucking missed like 4 shots in a row, and so when they get super close to Ellie, they'll literally like at one point this guy just fucking knocks her down, takes his gun, and shoots her in the face.
I did not see any of that at all.
Dude, they do not fucking hold back.
That's insane.
Yeah, if you miss too many shots, they will throw her into a car, and he just takes out a gun and fucking shoots Ellie right in the face, and it just shows everything.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck? Like, you can't just do that, Naughty Dog. You can't just fucking kill a little girl like that.
Well, I agree with Grace that it really set the tone for that game. Like, made you realize like what the hell you're playing. Like, they're not holding back, and nothing's gonna be censored or anything.
Oh my god! Like, I'm surprised I'm not hearing a lot of articles about this game. Like parents just up in arms about it, to be honest, after I saw all those deaths, because I didn't expect that. I thought, okay, seeing Joel die like that, and like, you know, the clickers fucking destroying him, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I think I died by a clicker too when I was as playing as Ellie, and it was still just as gruesome as being killed by, you know, as Joel. But after seeing all that, I thought for sure I would see so many parents just up in arms about that, because it was just brutal, man.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal.
It was.
So, is there any more questions in the chat? Do you guys have any other scenes that you guys want to chat about? Anything like that? I didn't think Sam's death. I mean, yeah, Sam's fucking death and Henry's death were pretty brutal. I think Henry's was. Or wait, is Henry the older one?
Henry's the older one. Henry's was just so out of the blue and unexpected.
Yeah. The Sam one I kind of saw coming. But the fucking, oh my god, when Henry just, because I thought Henry was gonna shoot Joel for sure.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And then just fucking, the torture scene was probably one of my favorite scenes. Where Joel just fucking, oh yeah, I believed him, fucking, you know, and just kills them both.
Yeah.
Like, you know right there that Joel has been, like, that was another perfect example of how much Joel has been through in the previous 20 years. Because the fact that he did that so well and he knew exactly what to do, and just like, this guy has been around the block a few times in these situations. Like, this is fucking crazy.
And it also shows that, like, he literally has nothing else to lose but Ellie.
Oh yeah, he just doesn't care.
Anything. He just doesn't care about anything else because he has nothing to lose but her.
Yeah, and he's just like, you're gonna tell me where the fuck she is right now. Yeah. And he just, oh my god, stabs the fucking knee, and you feel like you could feel the pain in the dude's knee. He's like, I'll pop your fucking kneecap out. I was like, oh my god. He just fucking snaps his neck and then shoots the other guy, or does he either shoots him or hits him with something and kills him?
He hits him with a stick or a bat or
something like that, yeah. But yeah, that was fucking sweet. I love that scene so much.
Yeah.
The magazine part where they're in the car.
Oh yeah.
That's such a good scene. That was where I'm like, I fucking love Ellie. She's so goddamn funny. Like, this little girl is kick ass.
That's kind of where Joel kind of started to like her too, because he kind of popped a smirk there. That's like one of the first times we see him smile. Is in the truck scene with Ellie.
She's like, I'm just fucking with you.
That's actually where I first realized he was gay, or Bill was gay. I didn't really kind of hit it where they said that he was his partner. Like, I kind of like, oh, okay, work partner, cool.
Oh, you didn't realize that? Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize until then. It never really clicked until that part.
I figured. I figured that that's what was going on, because like, when they said partner, I assumed, you know, at first I was like, oh, okay, business partner. But then I was like, no, he's showing way too much emotion. There was something going on between the two. Yeah. And it wasn't even just a friendship. It was like, no, I'm pretty sure they're gay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bill is gay. A lot of people missed that one. Bill is the older guy who has like the town that's all booby trapped and stuff, which was fucking sweet.
Yeah, he was
that scene was crazy when you walk through the door and it grabs you by the ankle and pulls you upside down, and you're just sitting there hanging, trying to fight and save Ellie from clickers. Yeah, and you're just getting fucking swarmed. Yeah, that was cool. But yeah, you know Bill is gay when he has a gay porn magazine.
Yeah.
So that was kind of and the pages are sticky.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Ew, why is it stuck together? So that was really good. Is there anything we're forgetting? There's so many good scenes. So many good scenes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Sure we didn't miss anything.
Oh yeah, when Joel gets impaled.
Oh my
So
God.
like that was probably a huge thing because he gets impaled and you're like, holy fuck, that is not a wound that is gonna
Yeah.
heal. Like he's dead. He's going to
And it's
die.
also one of his like most badass moments because he walked a good couple of
Oh,
feet.
oh yeah,
Like
he,
he
he
walked through
walks
the
forever.
entire, like the other end of the university with a whole gaping hole through his side.
And you feel so you're like, if anyone comes after us, we're fucking done. There's no way I'm gonna be able to protect Ellie. And she
Yeah.
just fucking busts out her gun, starts shooting people,
Yeah.
just saving lives. And then so like that was the scary part was it goes to winter and all of a sudden you're just playing as Ellie. It doesn't
And
tell
you
you
wonder
what happened.
because she's wearing his jacket too.
Yeah, it
This
doesn't
thing
tell you
just
anything.
happened.
But then you know he's okay as soon as she goes, I need medicine. Trade me for
Yeah.
medicine. And then that was instantly I was like, okay, he's still alive. Like he's fine, but he's just obviously his wound's fucking super infected. But I thought for sure I was like, no, you cannot kill Joel off right now. Like what the fuck? We haven't even reached where we need to go.
Yeah.
Like that was oh my god, that was such a good scene. I did not expect that one at all either. There were so many scenes I did not expect, and they just God, that game is so good. See, when games can make you talk about them for this long, you know they're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. There are very few games make me want to talk like this.
We're getting into an era where story-driven games are going to be king. It's no longer like best multiplayer or best like little schemes or little things you can do like cinematic moments like in Call of Duty. We're getting to the point where we need games that make us feel things and a really driven story.
Yeah. There's no way you can have a fucking video or a stream about Call of Duty like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I think that's pretty much it. Unless the stream has anything else. Do you guys have anything else?
Anything like really impactful that we can talk about?
Dun, dun. I did not get through most of the conversations because I don't know. I was so focused on like trying to find everything. All of a sudden Ellie would say something to Joel and I would just be like, well, that's weird. Joel didn't respond. I just keep walking.
That was my first playthrough. I missed a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, so on my second playthrough I'll probably get them all, but I didn't at first. I missed a lot of them. So
Yeah.
yeah. What else? Is there anything? Black guy killing himself when his brother was infected. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
We've pretty much talked about everything.
Yeah, I think we kind of covered everything.
Yeah, I think.
Scariest part in your opinion?
Scariest part?
Playing as Ellie in the town.
Oh yeah, winter. Hands down,
Winter.
winter was the most terrifying. Playing as Ellie, because you feel so fucking helpless.
Yeah.
And you're in this snowy town that's like a blizzard. You can't see shit. You know there's just fucking lunatics after you. It's really hard. Yeah, it was the most difficult part in the game, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was definitely the first bloater fight is in the school, right? That's not.
Yeah.
That wasn't that scary. I thought it was. I was like, whoa! I didn't expect that zombie to come out.
Involving
or
bloaters was probably the scene where you're playing as Joel in the university and you're sneaking through all those bloaters and clickers. So there's nothing but bloaters and clickers in that dark hallway, and you're trying to get to the other end and open up that door.
I killed them all. Took them all out really
Really?
easily. I didn't have any trouble with that scene.
I snuck through it, and it was the most terrifying.
Well,
thing
it's probably the most terrifying because I know once you get to the door, it gets stuck, does it not?
Yeah, you have to throw a bottle and get the bloater to walk away before you start opening the door. And even while you're opening, they start running after you.
Yeah. See, I killed them all. So when I went to go open the door, all of a sudden it got jammed. I was like, oh god, thank God I didn't sneak by them because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have made it. But no, I think the scariest bloater scene was probably what is it? I think you fall down. You fall down something and
In the basement.
It's like the basement and there's spores everywhere and it's
yeah, I
super
totally
fucking
forgot about
dark.
that. Yeah.
And it's in the hotel basement. Yeah. That is it's right after the elevator shaft. That was the scariest one of the scariest parts in the game because it's
Yeah.
fucking pitch black and you fall down, you have to
zero idea what to do.
yeah, you have to turn on the generator and all of a sudden you're just like, "Oh fuck, they're all coming after me." I just sprinted through that. I don't think I killed anything. I just sprinted through the entire thing. The first time I tried,
the red card. I died like 2 times before I figured out there was a key card you had to grab because I
Yeah.
was just freaking
I got
out.
lucky. I just happened to find the key card before I found the other door.
Yeah.
So I got super lucky in that scene, but that was probably one of the most tense moments too. Like that fucking scene was crazy.
What did you do during the overpass scene where you're in the underground kind of highway?
The overpass scene?
Well, I think it was it's near the end of the game, right before Ellie and you drown pretty much.
Oh, where it's literally all the bloaters and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like there's tons of them. I
Yeah.
snuck by most of them, and then towards the very end, I fought 3 bloaters at once.
You fought them?
I fought 3 bloaters at once, and I survived. I didn't die.
Past them.
No, I
And
survived.
that's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know how. I had a flamethrower, and actually what I was doing is I kept throwing nail bombs out.
Yeah.
And I would group them. I'd throw a bottle. They would all group together. I'd throw a nail bomb out. It would explode, and it would like piss them off. But they didn't. They wouldn't come after me. They didn't know where I was. So I did that like 3 times. I got them really hurt, and then I fucked up, and they ended up chasing me. And I busted out my flamethrower and just started fucking mowing them down. I got all 3. And
holy shit.
yeah, it was close. Like they were fucking running straight at me, and I ended up getting all 3 of them. But yeah, I fought 3. I don't know how I did that. That was one of the luckiest moments in the game right there too. But yeah, that scene was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah. Sneaking past those guys, I just held my breath. Like I just was so concentrated.
Oh, I know. I mean, that's how the whole game is though. Like
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't want to fuck with any of those guys. So, all right, I think that's bottle or brick. I was a brick guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
brick for
I
sure.
felt like the bottles were. I bet they do the exact same thing, and there's no difference. But I know that I was a brick guy. I was like, I want brick. I want the
Well,
brick.
bottles, if you hit someone, you only get 1 hit, but with a brick, you get 3.
What do you mean?
When you use it as a melee weapon, you can use the bricks and bottles as a melee weapon. You can hit someone with a brick 3 times, and you can only use the bottle once.
Can you really use a bottle and a brick as a melee weapon?
Yeah, you can beat people with bottles.
Why
and
did I
bricks.
never even try that? I never tried it once.
And a little trick with the bottles and bricks, if you have a melee weapon like a 2x4 or a bat, if you throw it at someone's head, you can walk up to run up to them, and smack them with the bat and 1-hit them.
Well, I did that kind of stuff. I
Yeah.
would throw bricks at people, and I thought I didn't know that you could use them as melee weapons.
Yeah.
Because every time I went to, I guess if you equip it and then you run up in melee, it would work. I never even tried that. I only use it.
That's how I got through the hardest difficulty with clickers and stuff, using the melee weapons as weapons and stuff like that. Because when you play on the hardest difficulty, you have very limited resources. Like you get barely any ammo, barely any stuff to make med kits out of and stuff. So you have to be like super stingy with your stuff.
Right. Oh no, when it came to being like causing a distraction, the bottles were definitely more. I felt like were better to use because obviously bottles glass shattering is louder than a brick. But when it came to like throwing them at people and like setting them back or dazing them or whatever, stunning them, I used the brick almost all the time. Like that's what I wanted. I always had a brick in my inventory. Like I always replaced the bottle for bricks. So
Yeah, you had to.
I played on normal difficulty. I usually play all games just on normal, just so I can get the normal experience and not too easy where it's still a challenge, but not too hard where I'm fucking raging and I don't want to finish the game.
Yeah,
So.
I usually play games like on the hardest difficulty first, but for this game I played it on normal first so I can enjoy it.
Yeah. Because if you play too hard the first time, you're just gonna get frustrated and almost don't even want to.
Yeah, I wanted to like just lose myself in the story completely, so I played it on normal, and then went to the harder difficulties later.
Yeah. All right, I think that's it. I don't know. I think that's
Ellie
everything
or
we want to talk
Elizabeth?
about. What?
Ellie or Elizabeth?
Ellie.
What?
Ellie.
Ellie, yeah.
Ellie is fucking awesome. I didn't like Elizabeth nearly as much as Ellie.
Yeah. Elizabeth was great, but Ellie is just... I don't know.
And for those of you who are confused who Elizabeth is from BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
Clementine or Ellie? Ooh.
Because it's almost kind of like the same thing.
Well, no, I was going to say it's almost completely different because Ellie is kind of a different character than Clementine is. Clementine is completely fucking... Like, she's not useless, but she
can't really help you.
She's helpless. Yeah, she's hopeless. Yeah. She can't help you. Like, she's a little teeny tiny girl who you have to protect, and that is your main objective.
Well, it's because she was so used to this regular life, and then she was like introduced to the zombies. Ellie was born in it, so she had to be born strong. She had to, it was being raised in this kind of world where Clementine was brought into it.
I almost can't make a decision between the two. I like them both. For different reasons. Clementine's like Ellie's your daughter, yeah, but she's a badass. She can protect herself. She kicks ass. She saves Joel's life. Clem really doesn't do that. She's helpless. She's innocent. Like, you have to just save her nonstop. Like, she's your baby, essentially. So, like, they're completely two different characters. I don't really think you can compare the two. But yeah, so I mean, if I wanted one next to me in a zombie apocalypse, I would hands down pick Ellie.
Oh,
obviously.
hell yeah.
Joel or Lee. I would have to say Lee, just because well, they're actually completely polar opposites, are they not?
Yeah.
Joel is a selfish prick, and I mean, and Lee is the exact opposite. Lee is so selfless. I mean, look at the endings of those two games. They're completely polar opposites.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They are literally exact polar opposites. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, Lee from The Walking Dead is completely selfless. So I mean, he gives himself up to save Clementine. So
yeah,
I would have to go in terms of like my favorite character. I would have to say Lee, just because Lee was a fucking badass. But I like Joel too. I like Lee and Joel over Booker. I don't know. I actually like The Last of Us more than BioShock Infinite, in my opinion.
I do too. But you really can't you can compare them, but they didn't really go through the same things. Like, you didn't have the same emotional attachment with Booker as you do with Joel.
Right, yeah.
Like, BioShock Infinite was just a really good story and a really good action game. Last of Us was a really good emotional everything game.
It was just, yeah, I like the gameplay way more in The Last of Us than I did BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
It felt like every kill mattered in The Last of Us.
You were very immersed into the gameplay.
Oh, yeah, completely. So, all right, I could talk about this forever, but I'm going to end it there, guys. And if you guys are curious who I've been talking with this whole time, this is Bunny Fufu. He's one of my head mods.
Hi.
He's my boy. He's my editor on my Let's Play channel, all that. So if you guys want to go check him out, Bunny, you can put your Twitter in your YouTube and all that in the chat. But that was it. I just want to talk to you guys a little bit. Thank you guys for coming. I'm probably going to upload this to my main channel if you guys missed anything. So if you guys want to go check it out there, you are more than welcome to do so. I have been GoldGlove. You guys have been my awesome viewers, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Bye.
By the way, Facebook and Twitter's down below. Check it out.